When Megan arrived to the cookhouse magical land, they said,
"Welcome!" Hi, I'm a mermaid and I think you should be a good guy because you can swim all the time. Let's go swimming. Hi, I'm Cinderella and I think you should be a good guy because you can find a Prince Charming. By the way, have you seen mine? Oh, Prince Charming, where are you? Hi, we're fairies and you should be a good guy because you can play with pixie dust and fly. Hi, I'm a bishop and I think you should be a good guy because then you can advise the king and make a difference. Hi, my name's Selena, the warrior princess, and I think you should be a good guy because you can dance, sing, talk to animals, and fight for justice and liberty. Hi, I'm a boar, and I think you should be a good guy because my fairies can grant you any wish you want. Now, wait a minute. If I remember from my stories, some good guys can do bad things sometimes. Let me think. Oh, yeah. Like when Tinkerbell told Captain Hook where Peter Pan was. And, yeah, when the Little Mermaid lies for her dad.
Then Megan ventured to the bad guy's land. When she got to the bad guy's land, they said,
Welcome! Hi, we're the witches, and we think you should be a bad guy because you can cast spells. Hi, we're knights, and we think you should be a bad guy because you can steal blood. Hi, I'm the Cheshire Cat, and I think you should be a bad guy because it's easy to know. You take the long way or the other one way, or the easy way to the dark side. My way. Hi, I'm Cinderella's stepmother, and I think you should be a bad guy because you can boss people around. Cinderella, mop the floor and ruin my laundry. Hi, I'm an evil king, and I think you should be a bad guy because then you can get lots of money from other people's taxes. Wait a minute. You're the evil king that sent me to imprisonment in the forest. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. We can't help being evil. Wait, if I remember from my stories that bad guys can be good too. Like when the Cheshire was being nice to Alice in Wonderland, and Maleficent was actually being good to Sleeping Beauty. Not trying to be.
after Megan had a chance to meet with both girls, she went back to her treehouse. And a few fairy tale characters visited her. When they got there, they said,
Well, what do you think? Guess both. In the real world and the fairy tale world, no one is entirely good and no one is entirely bad. I think she's right. I mean, I watched Maleficent.
Together they